After an hours-long standoff Friday night in Saraland ended with a man getting a mental health evaluation, Mobile County Sheriff is talking about the training his deputies get to deal with these situations.
As WKRG News 5 Shimani Baker reports, Sheriff Paul Birch says there's always room for more and different types of training.
Lots of gunfire and tear gas deployed in a nearly 7-hour-long standoff Friday in Saraland. The suspect, Christopher Cavette, wanted by the probate court, barricaded himself in his home on McCall Avenue and Cleveland Road. Deputies finally convinced him to surrender with no injuries to him or deputies. A judge ordered a mental health evaluation for Cavette. Sheriff Paul Birch says their office doesn't have a set policy on how deputies should respond to orders where the person may be mentally ill. However, biannual trainings have been in place for years to help deputies navigate these kind of situations before calling in their tactical team.
We do training with mental health professionals because it's an ever-changing, very, very serious, situation.
Sheriff Birch says their goal is to always try to de-escalate the situation first.
We always try to talk to the person, in the beginning, again, depending on the situation. And, there are going to be those cases that there's just nothing else you can do. This could have ended very differently.
Local mental health provider Alta Point weighed in, saying empathy is what most law enforcement agencies are missing in these kind of situations, and they hope to partner with Mobile County Sheriff's Office in the future.
Their academy doesn't teach empathy. It teaches if you see this, or even if you see this, your first instinct is you have to pull your weapon and protect. And getting them to use just a little bit of that perspective is going to help them in doing their everyday job.
Sheriff Birch says he's open to implementing ideas that will help deputies respond to situations that involve someone battling mental health.
I will always embrace any kind of mental health training, because it makes the deputies more effective, and it, hopefully, will prevent, more situations like this.
In Mobile, Shimani Baker, WKRG News 5.